Hey guys, I got a new video for you. It's a little bit different today. I'm not actually going to review a sword or anything. It's going to be kind of like a how-to video. So with this guy, my very first European style sword, the Shrewsbury sword from Windless Steel Crafts. This is my very first European sword, and with it, I did some crazy things. Cut up fruit. Basically, I abused the blade. I was dumb, didn't know what I was doing. And I want to show you what I did to kind of fix it a little bit. Well, first things first, when I got my Heaning work sharpen, I tried the Wakizashi first, and I got that nice and sharp. So I decided to try this guy next. Well, I was still kind of noobish with that Heaning work sharp, and I scratched this blade up really bad. Like, I don't even know if you can see it or not, but along the edges here, I don't know, it was horrific looking, almost not showable. It was almost embarrassing. I didn't want to pull it out and show anybody. So what I did was I decided to get rid of the scratch marks, and you can do that with your favorite sword. It just depends on if you want the blade to lose its mirror polish. Me personally, I love mirror polishes on blades, but the downside is they show every scratch. So you kind of got to baby them and pamper them. Well, when you get a blade with a satin finish, that tends to cover up any kind of scuff marks you might make or get on your blade as you're using it. So I got tired of looking at all the scratches and just the ugliness of this blade, because it's a beautiful blade. What I decided to do was get rid of the mirror polish and give it a nice satin polish. And that got rid of almost all of the scratches and scuff marks and things that I did to this blade. And I don't know if you can see it or not, but this guy used to be a mirror polish. Now he's pretty decent satin. I just need to wipe it down a little bit, but I'll explain to you what I did. But my laser etching still shows up. You can still see a little bit, like right there, but it did rub out a little bit. So if you ever have your favorite blade gets really scratched up and you're kind of upset about that, you'll have to compromise. You'll have to tell yourself you'll be okay with a satin finish if you like mirror polish. But what I did was I took one of these little scrub brushes, and I've used up all of my Metal Glow. This is Metal Glow, but you can use Flitz or Mother's Mag. I know you can get Mother's Mag at Walmart fairly cheap. I get these off Amazon. But what I did was I put a little bit of, well, actually not a little bit, a lot of polish all over one side. And then I just took it, started at the base, just kind of brought it up like this. And it's going to scratch your blade. It's 100% going to scratch your blade. But the point of this is you want to get those scratches to be kind of in unison, to kind of take the same length, same size, same shape or whatever. So you want to do it in long, relatively hard ups and down motions. You don't want to go circular. It's going to look horrible if you go in circular motions. So I basically just did this. I put on a show that I like to watch, and I basically just did this for a half hour to an hour. And you can go, harder, faster, whatever. It's the point of it is to get a nice uniform look. And that's what I did. And I just kept doing this and this over and over and over again. And eventually, it's going to get all black and greasy. So I just took one of my microfiber cloths. So you can see I already kind of did it a little bit earlier today. And just wipe up that excess polish. And if you want, you could always add more, a final polish where you don't use an abrasive surface. You just, can polish it with a microfiber cloth to get it even a little bit nicer. But honestly, I like how it turned out. I really do. It's hard to tell down here in the basement, and especially since it's backlit. But I don't know if doing this will help at all. I think it looks fine now. Before I did this, I should have done a before and after. I didn't think about the before and after until I was finishing this. But yeah, it will turn your mirror polish to a satin finish, but it's going to look better than scratched up. So anyway, this wasn't a very long video. I just thought I'd share that with you guys. I'm sure somebody else has thought of this idea before too. I'm not the first person to think of this. So I'm pretty sure I read it about it or somewhere on Sword Buyer's Guide forums. It's a great place. I like to hang out there. Also, their group on Facebook is really active. And I think All Swords Original is a group that I hang out with on Facebook too. They're really good about offering solutions on problems and stuff like that. But once again, all I wanted to show you guys was a method for getting rid of scratches on your favorite blade if you're okay with it becoming satin and not mirror. So I don't know how this... I just got an iPhone 11. It's nothing to write home about either as far as cameras go. But yeah, I like it. It's not embarrassing to pull out anymore. And I like it. It kind of almost reminds me of, it's not, but it kind of reminds me of like an Albion finish. I don't think their swords are mirror polished. But yeah, I'm a lot happier with it now. It looks good again. And yeah. I know how to use the Heaning work sharp a lot better now, so it's a lot easier. It took a while to figure out what dial setting and what speed and what belts to use and methods of grinding and stuff, but I got it to where I can get them pretty sharp now, so I'm happy about that. Not if they're completely dull, but if they're sharpened a little bit, and then I can just go over and touch it up. But yeah, this is the Shrewsbury sword. It is actually discontinued again from Windlass. You had a chance, and it's gone now, but I love this guy. He's cheap, functional. I just love the look of a blade like this, Type 16. So, all right, that was how to get rid of scuffs and scratch marks out of your favorite blade if you're willing to sacrifice the mirror polish. All right, you guys, have a great day. See ya.